Hello and welcome to Stories with Daniel A. Johnson. I'm your host Daniel A. Johnson. In this video I will be talking about my ambitious project, A Street Rat's Path to Ascension, the thing that has made this little YouTube project of mine a little bit more stressful. This will hopefully be a series. In this video I'm going to talk a little bit about this project, and I'm going to read a little bit from what I've been working on, a teaser if you will. So when I started this YouTube channel, my intention was to have it be a creative outlet, where I could make things, do what I'm passionate about, and maybe have a small audience to share in my passion. Then I came up with A Street Rat's Path to Ascension, and the more I worked on it, the bigger it got, and the production I imagined for it also became bigger. I believe in this project, and I think that if I can realize what I've imagined for it, it has potential to be very good. My ambition for this project makes it difficult to work on, because I don't want it to fail. And I feel like if I can't make it the way I've imagined it, it will fail. It might fail even if I do exactly as I've imagined it, but I want to give it the best possible chance to succeed. And I don't know if I have the equipment or the assets or the people that I need for this project available. I'm already working on a second part, a season 2, and that has gotten even more ambitious. So what is A Street Rat's Path to Ascension? It is a story about a street rat who is caught up in a ritual to restore the life of a dying wizard. The ritual doesn't quite go as the wizard had planned, and the street rat ends up with the wizard's magical powers and the life force of everyone else caught up in the ritual. It's a story about the most insignificant person in the world, a street rat that doesn't even have a name, becoming one of the most significant beings in this world. I've gotten a little bit of feedback on this text from this author's course that I took, but it was limited to 500 words out of 1,700, so I got feedback on about a third of the text. I've applied the feedback that I've gotten to the text, but a lot of information was missing, and the feedback that I got was obviously shaped of the 500 words that they gave me feedback on. It was useful feedback, don't get me wrong, but it might have been a little bit different if they had the full context. But enough of that. Here is a section of the second chapter. It features a little bit of world building, so I figured it was a good section to read here. Sit back and allow this world that I've created to fill your mind. Tyrion and Atropos walked past an unattended newspaper stand, just outside the Temple of Galindor. The temple, a grand structure of white marble, looked out of place among the wooden buildings it dwarfed. Large pillars marked its entrance, standing tall and imposing. This place was usually bustling with people, but now it was completely deserted. It was odd seeing the temple like this. Like a grand attraction nobody wanted to visit. Where did they get the white marble from? Atropos wondered. Another thought quickly followed. How did he even know what white marble was? And how did he know that it wasn't from the area surrounding Pentegrass? Memories of this place started to flood his mind. Fond and not so fond. He remembered being chased away simply for trying to enter the temple. A place that was supposed to be open for all. Would he be chased away now? With his fine robes, freshly bathed, teeth fixed? He also recalled that Gallon Day was a good day for pickpocketing, with lots of people visiting the temple from all over Glendingal. People who weren't used to the big city and didn't pay close enough attention to the street rats walking among them. Gallon Day was a good day, usually the only day you could eat without stealing. Well, stealing food at the very least. Was it Gallon Day today? He wondered.
Can you grab one of those newspapers for me? Just place a fractal on the table. Thank you very much. And could you read it out loud for me? I would like to hear what's going on,
Tyrion said. I can't read, Atropos said.
Well, that is going to be a problem. Hold it off for me then. Pentegrass Presser states that King Donegal Taroon Sectipans has declared war against Fangor. Apparently a drawing of Donegal was hung in the town square of Fahrenheit, depicting the King of Glendingal. Oh my! Not something to go to war over, don't get me wrong, but oh my! In Fahrenheit of all places. Not even the capital of Fangor. That would be Tromsport. Fahrenheit is a small town on the border of Glendingal just past the Foglands. It was probably someone from Mattoon who hung the drawing. A Glendingalian who's unhappy with the king. And they have every right to be. It's been utter chaos under Donegal Taroon Sectipans. I liked it better when his father, Glumdale, was in charge. Ha ha! Glumdale sectopans. Ignorant, fat, easily manipulated, leaned on his scepter, the scepter broke and he fell to his death. Unfortunate fate. Left the throne open for his equally ignorant, hot-tempered, moronic, sloppy, stinking, ill-mannered son!
Atrobos looked back at the newspaper, and to his surprise the words Tyrion had just read made sense to him. He looked at other sections and found that he could understand words there too. Was this the connection at play? Could he somehow learn just by listening to Tyrion? What else could he learn? Did the fact that the temple was made from white marble from somewhere far away from Pentegrass also come from Tyrion? Was Tyrion thinking about it? Or was it just enough that he knew?
Atrobos, this newspaper is pretty old. It's from 2 weeks ago. Are there no fresher ones? I grabbed the one at the top. I think it's the freshest one. The people of Pentegrass are terrified. Maybe that's why it's so old. The guy who's supposed to tend to the stand isn't even here. Look at the bottom of the paper. A curfew has been put in place as a vagrant vanisher, claims another victim. Are anybody safe? Stay in your homes, don't take any risks. I thought you said you couldn't read. The vagrant vanisher. What a ridiculous name.